The Boston Celtics are on the verge of winning their first championship since 2008, and although this is a massive achievement, even Jason Tatum has predicted that this accomplishment, if completed, will be downplayed due to how easy of a run it looked to be in the East, especially for the Celtics. First going up against the Heat, then the Cavs, and then the Pacers, with neither Jimmy Butler, Donovan Mitchell, or Tyrese Halliburton being able to finish out any of their respective series. Not to mention the injuries to the Milwaukee Bucks between both Dame and Giannis, which is bad enough because the Bucks are already handicapped with Doc Rivers being their coach. Among the Eastern teams in shambles is probably one of the most disappointing, the Philadelphia 76ers, who have once again found themselves in a position they've been in for pretty much a decade now. Coming into the regular season looking like one of the more promising contenders, only to fizzle out once playoff time comes. And for the past couple of seasons, the problem has mainly been Joel Embiid's health, or his pretty poor play due to his health restrictions. And for better or worse, this team is heavily reliant on Embiid. Obviously, when healthy, he's always a threat to pop off for 50 plus, while also killing you on the boards. But all of this is kind of for nothing if you can't continue to do that into the playoffs. So after the whole trust the process era, it's hard to justify all of that suffering for Philly fans if the team can't even push themselves to the conference finals. The process has been going on for quite a while, but the best chance the Embiid-led 76ers got probably came in 2019. The team that year was firing at all cylinders, still being before Ben Simmons' complete meltdown, getting 79 games out of him that year, while also having one of his best statistical years on both ends of the floor, as well as having another key part in Jimmy Butler doing a lot of the silent heavy lifting for that squad. This team was also really well-rounded, having great shooting, especially coming from JJ Redick averaging 18 points on 8 3-point shot attempts a game. Not to mention the good sizing matchups mainly coming from Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid truly taking another step. This is where he started to foul bait a little bit, but at least for the time it was working with everyone else playing their roles perfectly. Unfortunately for the 76ers though, they weren't the only franchise in the East that were slowly building toward their own perfectly well-rounded team. Up until 2019, the Toronto Raptors behind the duo of Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan were continuously knocking on the door of the Eastern Conference Finals, and even in 2016, the actual finals, but continuously fell short to LeBron and the Cavs. That was until 2018 when the Cavs would slowly start to dissolve, and at the same time, the Raptors were developing their bench while also making moves to bolster their starting lineup. And the biggest shakeup came in July of 2018, when the franchise moved off one of their cornerstones, and still to this day the franchise's leading scorer, DeMar DeRozan. In exchange, they would get Danny Green and Kawhi Leonard. And this would prove to be kind of the perfect deal for the Raptors, who behind Kawhi would finish out that season as the second seed in the East before getting the gentleman's sweep over the Magic in the first round, and then moving on to meet Embiid, Jimmy, and the Ben Simmons-led 76ers. This series went down to a gruesome, tough-fought 7 games, with it all coming down to just one shot. And after 4 improbable bounces off the rim, it finally fell. And just like that, the Sixers' best hopes at a championship since Allen Iverson led them to the finals in 2001 was gone. Of course, the Raptors would go on to win a ring that year, but it's hard to exactly say how it would have played out if Kawhi's shot had not gone in, as the Bucks still put up a very tough fight in the conference finals, and Nick Nurse's clever defensive schemes were a major help in somewhat limiting Giannis's rim-running attempts, and finishing out that season, the Raptors did just have a slightly better defensive team. But since then, the 76ers have seen many different forms, with none of them getting any closer than that 2019 team. And now it seems like once again, they feel the need to try and make some major moves to try and take advantage of Embiid's prime. And it does appear that one of the players they're eyeing up is Paul George. Embiid even very subtly starting the recruiting campaign during the NBA Finals. But if you really think about it, why would Paul George leave his situation in his hometown LA, where really the only negative is an injury-prone star that, as of late, struggles to even appear in the postseason? So why go to Philly, where you have another injury-prone star that, as of late, struggles to even appear in the postseason? Either way, after their poor couple of playoff runs, it does seem like there needs to be some type of shakeup around the edges to this team.
The Philadelphia 76ers are at a crossroads, facing a decision that could shape the franchise's future for years to come. Trading Joel Embiid, their superstar center, is a move that might initially seem counterintuitive given his talent and immense impact on the court. However, upon closer examination, there are several compelling reasons why the 76ers should consider this bold step. Joel Embiid's injury history is a significant factor to consider. Since being drafted in 2014, Embiid has dealt with numerous injuries, including issues in his back, knees, and feet. While he has shown a remarkable resilience and has played through pain multiple times, the reality is that his long-term durability is a major concern, especially now that he's getting up there in age. The risk of a catastrophic injury that could severely limit his playing career is always present. By trading Embiid now, the 76ers could maximize his current high trade value and avoid the potential of his value plummeting due to future injuries. Joel Embiid is one of the most dominant players in the NBA when healthy, which means he would command a significant return in any trade, especially from a team looking for a boost as they make a run for a chip. The 76ers could leverage his talent to acquire a package of young players, draft picks, and even established stars that could provide both immediate and long-term benefits. Such a trade could help the team build a more balanced and versatile roster, potentially filling multiple needs and creating a more sustainable path to success for the upcoming era. While Embiid's talent is undeniable, there have been persistent questions about the fit between him and other key players on the team, particularly seeming to throw his teammates under the bus after close playoff losses like it's going out of style. The 76ers have struggled to find the right complementary pieces to surround Embiid, leading to inconsistent playoff performances. Trading Embiid could allow the team to construct a roster with a clearer identity and a more cohesive style of play, potentially leading to greater overall team success in the future. The NBA is evolving, with a growing emphasis on versatility, speed, and three-point shooting. While Embiid has worked to expand his range and improve his conditioning, his traditional center style of play can sometimes be a liability in an increasingly perimeter-oriented league. Trading Embiid could allow the 76ers to adapt more quickly to these changes, acquiring players who better fit the modern NBA's demands and creating a more dynamic and flexible team. Another overlooked reason is that Joel Embiid's contract is amongst the most substantial in the NBA, reflecting his elite status. However, such a contract also limits the 76ers' financial flexibility. By trading Embiid, the team could potentially free up significant cap space, allowing them to pursue multiple high-quality free agents or absorb contracts in other trades that might improve the team. This financial maneuverability could be crucial in building a more well-rounded and competitive roster. Sometimes a team needs to make a fresh start to reset its culture and direction. Trading a franchise cornerstone like Embiid would signal a significant shift and could invigorate the organization with new leadership and vision. It would give the 76ers an opportunity to redefine their identity and approach. Trying to go all in on Tyrese Maxey could actually be the play. Even if he doesn't blossom into a superstar, they could boost his numbers and value through making him the number one option. This could lead to even more value for the Sixers in the long run. Trading Joel Embiid is a decision fraught with risk and uncertainty, given his immense talent and popularity amongst fans, even if that's dwindling at the moment. However, the potential benefits of such a move, ranging from addressing injury concerns to maximizing trade value to improving roster fit and gaining financial flexibility, make it a strategic consideration worth exploring. For the Philadelphia 76ers, this could be key to unlocking a new era of sustained success and championship contention. As much as we all love Embiid, the guy is not winning a championship. We know that. So maybe it might be time to move on. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider commenting, liking, subscribing. Anything helps and we appreciate everything. And we'll see you next week.